This is Richard Wolff from Democracy at Work with another Wolff Responds. Recent reports from NBC and other sources indicate that food prices are rising in the United States here in the summer of 2021, even faster than the 5+ rate of general inflation. This is a serious blow to all of the people who've just come through the pandemic. I don't mean the rich for whom these price increases mean nothing. I'm talking about average American citizens, the middle, the poor, the vast majority. This is an assault on their standard of living. Whatever their income, it now doesn't go as far as it did a year ago by a whopping 5% or more. This on top of the worst economic crash since the Great Depression, happening together with the worst public health disaster in a century. It really is too much. A decent government, let alone one that is run by the Democratic Party, which claims to be the party of, the friend of average Americans, the working people, and all of that. If it really were, this inflation would be an absolutely top priority to deal with. I don't mean in terms of taking steps which the Federal Reserve has not taken to rein in this inflation. I don't mean steps taken by any other government agency. I'm talking about the Congress and the President doing something immediately that they could do, that they should have done already, but that the inflation makes really urgent. And that is to raise the minimum wage in this country from the unconscionable $7.25 an hour. Let me remind you, anyone working a full 40-hour week earning $7.25 would land that person in the ranks of the poor by government standards, and those are not very tough standards to begin with. We condemn millions to poverty, to near poverty, by not having raised the minimum wage. And let me stress, when I say raised, when was the last time it was raised? 2009. That's right. A long time ago. 12 years. Every one of those years, prices rose. Every one, including of food. And that ate away at the real standard of living people on $7.25 an hour could live on. It's outrageous. And now that this process is ratcheted up to 5, 6, 7, 8% in the case of food, that's what we're already seeing. It is beyond words. And yet it's words that we're not even getting from Mr. Biden and his top advisors, let alone action. The minimum wage should have been raised long ago. The idea now that we're still talking about a raising to $15, which will only happen over 5 years. At the current rate of inflation, $15 in 5 years won't get you what $12 gets you now. This is somewhere between pathetic and obscene. There is no excuse. If this is the best that the capitalist system can do, if this is the best that the Democratic Party in control of both houses and the presidency can do, then neither that party nor that economic system deserves anyone's continuing support. It's long overdue to raise the minimum wage, to stop the erosion of the people, the mass of people's standard of living. Pretty soon, all that will be left for us is to watch television as the billionaires compete over which one will build the first rocket to get them into space. How very exciting, especially on an empty stomach. This is Richard Wolff for Democracy at Work.